Good morning. I'm Vanisree, working as an assistant professor in English department. Today I'm going to say a topic that is essay writing. The essay is a commonly assigned form of writing that every student will encounter while in academia. Therefore, it is wise for the student to become capable and comfortable with this type of writing early on in her training. Essays can be rewarding, a challenging type of writing, and are often assigned either to be done in class, which requires previous planning and practice and a bit of creativity on the part of the student, or as homework, which likewise demands a certain amount of preparation. Many poorly crafted essays have been produced on account of a lack of preparation and confidence. However, students can avoid the discomfort often associated with essay writing by understanding some common genres. Before delving into its various genres, let's begin with a basic definition of the essay. The term essay is derived from a Latin word called exagium. It is a short piece of writing outlining the writer's perspective or story. An essay can be a personalized one, and the word limit for essay writing is 300 to 5000 words. Now let us go with the types of essay. Here we have two types of essay. One is a formal essay. The next one is an informal essay. Now let us see what is a formal essay and informal or personal essay. Formal essay generally tackles serious topics, and the formal essay topics are: content is informative and scientific. This essays uses the visual approach in language and style. The next, coming to the informal, this is also called as the personal essay. This essay presents the humorous elements and use casual language. In this essay, the writer expresses his personal experiences and observation. The main purpose of this essay is to entertain rather than to inform. Now, let us see the steps to write a well-developed essay. The first step is think about the topic. Second step is jot down the relevant points. The third step is order the main points as headings. And the fourth step is group the remaining points under the main points to arrive at an outline. And step 5 is develop the outline into an essay with an introductory paragraph, description, and concluding paragraph. And step 6 is, after you finish writing a draft of your essay, read through it and revise it. Pay attention to clarity and grammatical accuracy. So these are the 6 steps to write a well-developed essay. Now let's see the different forms of an essay. There are 9 forms of an essay. The first is a descriptive essay. The second one is a narrative essay. And the third one is an exploratory essay. Fourth is an expository essay. And fifth is an informative essay. Sixth is an argumentative essay. Seventh is a discursive essay. Eighth is a persuasive essay. And the last is compare and contrast essay. Now let us see one by one. The first form of essay, that is a descriptive essay. Descriptive essay describes an object, place, or person. In this essay, writer use sensory words to bring the reader's imagination. For example, a dream, a nightmare, a childhood memory, or describing about your pet or a favorite place, a garden, or your best friend, etc., etc. Now let us see the different steps to write a descriptive essay. The first step is a select or a choose a topic. This essay focuses on an event, person, place, or thing. While writing, the author has to make sure that he conveys the concept of the topic by describing the things in detail that makes an impact on the reader's mind. This descriptive essay has to make sense by describing the events in paragraphs in a chronological order. Now the second one is create a thesis or identify the thesis statement. So here we have to find out the thesis statement to establish the purpose of the essay. This will regulate the flow of the essay through which the message is conveyed to the readers. This idea will set the essay structure while writing. And the third step is list the senses. The author should provide all the sensory details to support the thesis statement. You can make use of tools like personification, similes, and metaphors. And the fourth one is create an outline or sketch an outline. A well-structured essay outlined by including the essential components such as the introduction, body, and conclusion. Now, next fifth one is how to develop an essay with a conclusion. The essay should explain the thesis statement with valid arguments and supporting evidence. Particularly in the conclusion section, summarize the entire essay and reconfirm your thesis. Sixth step is reviewing. After writing the essay, read it in the way the audience will perceive it. The details should give adequate information to establish the whole picture. Proofread the entire essay. And seventh one, finally, touch up. So here you have to proofread the entire essay, check for any spelling mistakes, grammar and punctuation, rectify your mistakes, analyze the things that need to be reworked. Let us go with the second type of essay, that is a narrative essay. Narrative essay will narrate or report an event, biography, or a story. It's generally found in writing sections of newspaper or magazine. For example, our first day of school, favorite summer vacation, trip that is unexpected, surprising, field trip in college, your most exciting day of the school, and so on. Now let us go with the different steps in writing the narrative essay. The first is a research. Narrative essay is an excellent opportunity to create a fascinating story about things. Here, writer can write about different topics such as friendship, hobbies, etc. And the second one is the brainstorm. Before writing a narrative essay, a narrator should describe about the different topics beautifully. So, the writers often have full ideas, but they forget them quickly. So, brainstorm is a method of collecting ideas and selecting the best one. Jot it down the points that comes into your head. Afterwards, you can select the most intriguing one. The third one is read more. It is an essential to explore various sources to get acquainted with words of different complexity levels. For instance, fairy tales are full of excellent comparisons of metaphors. Scientific periodicals provide us with high-level English. Newspapers informs us about the latest events and true life stories. So find a worthy topic and introduce it on the required level in the narration. Next, the fourth type is story from the real life. Try to take a story from real events and dwell upon the most vibrant points as far as events unfold. The narrative's parts should be coherent and convey a particular mood. Then fifth one is a proper format. Here we have to use a proper format, that is a title, introduction, beginning of the story, middle events, end of the story, and finally conclusion. And the last one is the editing and proofreading. Read and reread the essay. Edit the unnecessary and repetitive words and phrases. Ensure that your essay is of top-notch quality. The third one is an exploratory essay. It covers a vast range of subjects. Here the writer works through a problem or examines an idea or experience. For example, family or personal life. How do relationships work between younger and older siblings? And here we can go with an example of technological topics such as is technology causing a reduction in employment opportunities, and other topics such as health. Here we can take an example, how do your personal health change as per your age. The next topic is about the sports. Here we can take an example of the sports. How do team sports and individual sports differ? So let us go with the first one, that is provide an informative introduction. In the first lines of the essay, it explains what you are going to write about and what you will explore in your work. Later, It tells to your readers what made you focus on the issue or what inspired you. The second one is consider your target audience. Look at the different audiences interested in your topic and study their perspectives, and don't forget to notice the common ground as well. Next, third one is information about main topic. Make sure you have all the general information about your main topic, and the situation should be well explained to your readers so that they can make sense of the issue and know what question you are going to answer. The next fourth one is include several points of view. Often there are two sides of a particular issue which polarize the debate. So search beyond the obvious answers to reveal the best solutions. And fifth one is mention the research methods. Here tell your readers about the methods you use in order to reach the conclusion. The next type of essay is expository essay. Expository essay imparts the information, shares ideas and provide explanations, evidences and facts to back up the main topic and also explain something as why. Now let us see with the different steps of writing expository essay. The first is pick up a topic, and the second is explore the facts. Third is grab the attention. Fourth is create an outline. And fifth, we have to give different examples, and finally end with a powerful conclusion. The next type is an informative essay. Here the essay is to educate the readers by imparting straightforward information, but never use any personal opinions and statements. For example, health benefits of walking 20 minutes each day. And the other example is benefits and drawbacks of online education. Here we can see the different 6 steps to write an informative essay. The first is introducing an opening paragraph to introduce the topic. And the second one, name facts in the body paragraphs of your essay. And the third is follow the facts with supporting sentences. And fourth one is organize your writing with transition words. And fifth one is refer to the topic and include key vocabulary. And finally, sixth one is making a closing paragraph that relates to the topic. The next one is an argumentative essay. Here the writer argues towards an explicit stand. And it states why people might have a different opinion or an opposing point of view, and include arguments that will show why they are not right. For example, animal testing or should schools abolish homework? The next topic is our election process fair? Now let us see effective strategies to write an argumentative essay. The first step is we have to select a strong topic. The second one is conduct a thorough research. And third step is establish a clear thesis statement. And fourth step is to generate an outline. And fifth step is to use effective transitions in the description part of the essay. And sixth one is in the description part only, try to address the counter arguments. And seventh step is to maintain formal tone in the essay. And finally, try to maintain the exact format of the essay, that is introduction and description and conclusion, and try to edit the essay if any modifications are required. The next type is a discursive essay. In discursive essay, the writer discusses an issue primarily to educate the reader. For example, how does the life of your generation differ from that of your grandparents? Another example is, should you be permitted to choose whatever clothes you want to wear outside of school? Here there are different steps to write a discursive essay. The first step is, as usual, we have to go with an introduction. So here in introduction, you have to start with an interesting statement, then discuss with an essay question, and finally have to go with a thesis statement. And second step is description or body of the essay. Here you have to discuss one side, that is side A of the issue, and the next paragraph here you have to discuss another side, that is side B of the issue, with effective examples. And the third step is a conclusion. Here you have to consolidate your two sides, and first you have to express your opinion, and finally you have to put your thoughts and opinions. Next is a persuasive essay. Here in persuasive essay, the writer convinces the reader to think in a certain way. For example, families must spend more time together. Having many friends is impossible. What are the different steps to write a persuasive essay? The first is setting the stage. So here you have to provide the necessary background information of the content. The next is the climatic conflict. So here you have to arrange the arguments in a logical way and start with the strongest point, and finally you have to acknowledge the opposing views and provide the responses. And the third is a persuasive crescendo. So here you have to end with a compelling statement for reflection. And finally, the fourth one is a dismantling opposition. So here you have to recognize the opposing views, and you have to show empathy and seek common ground when possible. So finally, the last one is a compare and contrast essay. Here you have to mention the differences, similarities and findings between the selected subjects or people or locations or events. For example, public versus private colleges or organization, traditional versus online education, e-books versus textbook, differences in lifestyle of the younger or elder people. Next, let us go with the different steps to write a compare and contrast essay. The first one is an introduction. Here, introduction must hook the audience and give a thesis statement. And the next is an orientation. Here you have to delve deeper into the definition, concepts and explain the content. And the next one is features. Select features that explores similarities and differences and make value judgments. And next one is evaluation. You have to sum up your key points and make an overall judgment or arguments. And finally, conclusion. It should end up by stating an engaging sentence why this topic is important. Now let us go with the different parts of essay. Like a hamburger, here we can also see an essay which will be divided into different parts of essay. The first is an introduction, which shows the general statements and information about the topic. In the introduction only, the second one is the thesis statement, which lists the main ideas in the essay. And the second is body paragraphs, which support the main ideas of the thesis statement, and it begins with topic sentences. And the third is a conclusion, which gives a brief summary of the main points of the essay. Now let us go with one by one the three main parts of the essay. The first is an introduction, which consists of the two parts. One is a general statement, which is also called as an opening part or topic sentence of the essay. This consists of 4 points about the subject that catches the attention of the reader. The next one is a thesis statement. Here, a thesis statement will be only a one sentence that tells about the main points of your topic. So here, let us know that how your introduction should be. First of all, your introduction must be effective and motivate to continue reading. And the second is, it should help the reader's attention using a quotations, question, definition, controversial opinions, current events, rhetorical questions, personal examples, or an unusual comparison. It should introduce the main idea, and it should introduce the purpose of the essay. Will it inform, or whether it is an informative essay or argumentative essay or a persuasive, narrative, compare and contrast, descriptive, and so on. The second one is a body of the essay. Here we can see in body of the essay, it consists of three main parts, that is paragraph 1, 2 and 3. Here body paragraphs develop the main idea of the essay. It consists of 3 paragraphs with 6 points each, and each paragraph consists of a topic sentence and supporting sentences, and each paragraph should explain and illustrate, discuss, or provide evidences to support the main idea. And here, to develop the paragraphs, we can use the transitions to achieve clarity and coherence. And third is a conclusion. This is the last paragraph in the essay. It should be brief and consists of 4 points. It completes the essay by summarizing the most important ideas. It can also include an opinion, a prediction, or a solution to a problem. Let us go with the essential elements of the essay. The first one is an audience. Audience refers to whom the essay is intended for, to whom we are writing. The next is a purpose. Purpose refers to the intention or goal in writing the essay. The next is a subject. What is the topic which we are going to discuss in the essay, and what point of view and how the ideas are told to the reader. The next is a theme, which refers to the message of the essay, and the next is a mood, which refers to the feeling which the writer would like the reader to experience, and the next is a tone, which refers to the attitude of the writer towards his or her subject, and the next is a style, which is a special way in which the ideas of the essay are developed. Now let us know what are the tips to write a good essay. The first tip is decide the type of the essay, whether it's an argumentative, persuade, evaluative, narrative, descriptive, compare and contrast, or what. The second tip is before you begin, brainstorm for ideas and develop ideas using facts, personal opinions in a logical order. The third step is rephrase the topic in your own words by using clear and appropriate words. The introduction should hook the audience. And the next one is develop the paragraphs by using examples and details to develop and support your paragraph. The next tip is use transitional signal words, discourse markers, linkers to develop the essay, such as nevertheless, furthermore, thus, however, similarly, consequently, in contrast, and so on. The next is check for repetition and redundancy. Write a conclusion. Finally, revise, re-revise, and check it before submitting your essay. Before going to example, let's revise. What are the three main parts of the essay? The first is an introduction, which has a general statement which consists of 4 points, which gives information about the topic. And the second one in the introduction is the thesis statement, which gives the main idea of your topic. And here the next is a body paragraphs, which suppose the main ideas of thesis statement, which consists 3 paragraphs, and each paragraph will consist around 4 to 6 points each. And first a paragraph which describes about the topic sentence, and second paragraph describes which go with the supporting sentences with examples, and third is a concluding sentences. And finally the conclusion, the brief summary of the main points of the essay, and it consists at least 4 points. You see, let us go with an example. So here, social media. In the introductory paragraph, here we can write first the definition about the social media, which means the means of interaction in virtual communities and networks. The second point we can mention is how people can create and share information. So here we can see that in introduction, 1 general statements and 1 thesis statement, which represents the main idea of your topic. The second, the body paragraphs, here which suppose the main ideas of the thesis statement, which represents 3 paragraphs. 1 is about the topic sentence, supporting sentences, and concluding sentences. So here in para 1, that is about the topic sentence, we can represent the points, that is how people depend upon the mobile and web-based technologies, how the changes go in a big way in the communication field, and how it will happen, how the changes will happen between organizations, communities, and individuals. And in the second paragraph, we can mention the advantages of the social media, how it brings people together, and how it allows access to unlimited knowledge, opinions, and experiences, and how it can be a very useful tool in doing business. That is, how it allows employees to share their views and discuss problems, ask questions, and post news, and how it reduces the advertising expenses, and how it improves the business reputation. And in para 3, we can mention the disadvantages of the social media. So here we can mention different points in the disadvantages. That is, how it should need a good understanding to get full benefits, and how it reduces the productivity at work, and how it encourages different crimes such as fraud, spam and virus attacks, and how it affects people's physical and mental health, and how it damages one's reputation. Finally, conclusion, we'll go with a brief summary of the main points of the essay, which consists of at least 4 points. Finally, here we can mention the impact of social media on society and how it facilitates and has the potential to drive positive social change, and how it poses challenges to mental health and contributes to the polarization of communities. So finally, I hope that today you're able to know that how you can write essay and how essay is an important tool for expressing your ideas, opinions, and arguments. It is also a great way to demonstrate your knowledge and understanding of a given topic. Hope this video will help you to become familiar and comfortable with the process of essay composition. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.